that I did not open up yet. So here's how I put this in the graphing calculator, assuming I want an approximation. Okay, so I will write left parenthesis. So let me say this. If you need to approximate this and you want to put in the graphing calculator, you must have parentheses here in the calculator, and you must have parentheses here in the calculator. So left parenthesis, negative 23. When you start with a negative number, it has to be this symbol, not the operational symbol, 23, plus the square root, parenthesis, it may pop up with in your calculator already, 23 squared. Instead of putting minus and minus, since I have two negatives, I'm going to put plus. Plus 4 times 17 times 7, close the parenthesis, outside, close the parenthesis, and divide by 34. And press enter. So the answer is 0.2559, assuming, as I said, that we are okay with an approximation. Now, how do I get the other one? Second and entry. It copies everything I typed in. Second and entry. Right here, entry in blue. Second entry. And then I go back and override the plus, change the plus into a minus. Any questions? I'm sorry? I said it's negative and negative. I changed it into positive.
Okay.
So I have negative 4 times 17 times negative 7. There is no point in putting 15 parentheses in there. I already multiplied the signs. Is that okay? Good. So the other one is negative 1.6. So again, if you're asked to determine an exact answer, I can do this. I'll show you what to do in a minute. But if I'm okay with approximations, this is how I do it. So I'll say x is approximately 0.25, let's say 59. And the other one, x approximately negative 1.6089. Now, what do I do if I'm told approximations are not acceptable? So then I will calculate this inside the square root. So I will do 23 squared plus 4 times 17 times 7. Okay, and I have 1,005. So then I have x equals negative 23 plus or minus 1,005 divided by 34. And this is the exact answer. Now 1,005, if I divide it by 5, I get to a 1. I can't simplify the square root of 1,005. And this is the quadratic formula. Any questions for me? Any questions? Any questions? I would like to look at an application. My colleagues recommend 137, 145. Yes, let's look at 145. The length of a rectangular sign is 3 feet longer than the width. Length is 3 feet longer than the width. I take notes when I read. If the sign's area is 54 square feet, area 54 square feet, rectangle, rectangular shape. Find its length and width. So we have a rectangular shape or sign. The length is 3 feet longer than the width, and the area is 54. Find the length and find the width. What do I do? Let's change the first sentence in an equation. Can anyone give us an equation? The length is good. 3 feet longer than the width. Very good. So that is done. Area is 54. Is 54. Very good. So now what will I do? Substitution, thank you. So then W plus 3 times W equals 54. Obviously, this will change into an equation, which is quadratic, and I have to see this. Coming up with some numbers without showing the equation, I can't give credit. So please pay attention to that. So what do I have now? W squared plus 3W minus 54 equals 0. If it takes this much to factor, I'll factor. No complete the square. I cannot take the square root, and the other option is the quadratic form. But very good. So W, I can't because it's positive 3. And W, good. So then W is 6 feet, or W is not possible. So then if W is 6, how much is L?
Where you get 6 feet from?
W minus 6 is 0 using the zero product principle. We move 6 to the other side, it becomes positive. So when we get 6 plus 3 is 9. Any questions for me? Any questions?
Is 9 not possible because you cannot have a negative number?
Exactly. Exactly. Open notes, open book, but not your colleagues. If you allow your colleagues to see your work, I would have to disqualify them.